everyone, John Henry here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Daily Market Mindset, where we take a look at the psychology behind the moves today so we can better understand tomorrow. And today, we're taking a look at the SP 500 again, mainly just because the levels that we talked about last night I don't think could have worked any better. The overall movement that we had from the newsletter, obviously looking for a pullback move on the bigger picture, and that is exactly what we got today. We opened with a small gap down, the market came down, hit the area of resistance, and that gave a very nice sell signal to drive the market back down with a very weak bull candle. Now, a lot of times traders won't want to jump straight into a candle that looks like this, right? Maybe it's a breakout and it's going to continue. It could even pop higher to fill the gap. So I could understand if traders don't want to sell right that second. But when we ping that resistance and turn right back down, now we're seeing a potential for a breakout failure. The buyers jump in, they slam the market higher, they get a beautiful close above that prior high, it shows that they may want to continue, and then it just gets completely shut down. Big clue that the sellers are coming in off of that resistance and driving the market back down to at least to a new low, and then we also have major support not too far away. So big objective there to the downside for the sellers to jump in either here or here, and either one worked beautifully down lower into support. Now, we hit that major area of support that we were talking about as well on the Outlook letter, and that came into a congestion area from the day prior, as well as a bigger pullback on sort of a bigger picture. So not only do we have an area of congestion that's already proven itself, but we also have major support on the 60-minute chart, we have major support coming in on the ETH chart, everything stacking up in the same place, showing that buyers are likely going to want to jump in, and that allowed for a beautiful buy signal candle right off of that support, which led into a nice rally higher. But again, we always joke about, I don't want to be the first one to the party, and that's a good example of being the first one to a party. So if you waited, you had another sell move into a quick pop right back up, and a beautiful bullishness right after to follow through into resistance once again. Now, they didn't quite hit that resistance area before turning back down into support, and they found, once again, support off of that major level we were talking about at 48.5, and that allowed for a bounce right back up again for another beautiful buy into a new high of day and to fill the gap to the tick. So just a phenomenal day of price action today. Really nice to continue to see these markets move. I don't think there are many people that are happier than us just to see them moving, right? Finally, we're getting some movement that's actually staying around. Man, wipe the sweat off the brow, right? So that's going to do it for this one. Overall, phenomenal day of trading, both price action and psychology, to give you some really nice setups. And that also implemented some of the Outlook letters as well in terms of the levels we were talking about. If you have any questions about it, you can always send me an email right at the bottom left there, jbrink@slingshotfutures.com. Hopefully you learned something, hopefully found it useful, maybe a little bit entertaining, and we'll see you next time.